Number 3. Conceal your intentions. Judgment. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path. Envelop them in enough smoke. By the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. Sure, yeah, get in there.
Get that.
Do not be held to cheat, even though it is impossible to live today without being one.
We'll pick up on
Let
the
your
next
greatest
one.
cunning lie in covering up what looks like cunning. Cool, okay. Keys to power.
Keys to the game.
Keys to the game, here we go.
Well, the game is power.
I mean, it really is.
Keys
like,
to the game.
Keys to the game. Hey, get in here and get your keys to the game.
First to the key. First to the egg.
So what I'm thinking is I'm going to need to score more points than the other team.
Yeah.
And if they score more points, I think they'll be a really happy team at the end of the day.
Name that movie.
True. Is that The Waterboy?
No, it was Ready Player One.
What?
First to the key. First to the egg. They're trying to find the Easter
that a
egg.
thing?
And
Oh, okay. Cool.
In the game.
Cool. All right, keys to power. Most people are open books.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
They say
dude,
what
you
they
need to.
feel, blurt out their opinions at every opportunity, and constantly reveal their plans and intentions. They do this for several reasons. First, it is easy and natural to always want to talk about one's feelings and plans for the future. It takes effort to control your tongue and monitor what you reveal.
I need to start shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, you
Control
do,
your
dude.
tongue. Yeah.
Many believe that by being honest and open, they are winning people's hearts and showing their good nature.
You're fucking
They are
wood-
greatly deluded. Honesty is actually a blunt instrument, which
Honesty?
bloodies more than it cuts.
Honestly,
Your honesty is likely to offend people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It is
fucking
much
true.
more prudent to tailor
I
your
can't
words,
not.
telling people what they want to hear rather than the coarse and
Fuck
ugly truth,
that.
what you feel or think.
Yeah, dude, you're not gay. You know?
More important, by being unabashedly open, you make yourself so predictable and familiar that it is almost impossible to respect or fear you. And power will not accrue to a person who cannot inspire such emotions. Damn, dude. Yeah, this book is a little bit sinister at times, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's, no, yeah. Dude.
What is the saying? It's like he who is offended by words will always have a master.
That's
Start
a good
getting
quote.
offended by words, dude.
Hey, I'm into BDSM.
Yeah.
If you yearn for power, quickly lay honesty aside and train yourself in the art of concealing your intentions. Master the art and you will always have the upper hand. Basic to an ability to conceal one's intentions is a simple truth about human nature. Our first instinct is to always trust appearances. We cannot go around doubting the reality of what we see and hear. Constantly imagining that appearances concealed something else would exhaust and terrify us. This fact makes it relatively easy to conceal one's intentions. Simply dangle an object you seem to desire.
Yeah, just dangle
A
a joint in
goal
front of
you
your
seem
damn
to aim
face.
for in front of people's eyes, and they will take the appearance for reality. Whoa. Whoa. One way to hide your intentions is to talk endlessly about your desires and goals, just not your real ones. You will kill 3 birds with 1 stone. You appear friendly, open, and trusting.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to dance class, becoming a ballerina.
That would work. You conceal your intentions, and you send your rivals on time-consuming wild goose chases.
Want to buy a boat and go bass fishing up in Minocqua.
Another powerful tool in throwing people off the scent is false sincerity. People easily mistake sincerity for honesty.
They think you're going to shake their hand, give them a cup of soup.
False sincerity this last week.
Seeming to believe what you say gives your words great weight. This is how Iago deceived and destroyed Othello, given the depth of his emotions, the apparent sincerity of his concerns about
Othello?
Desdemona's supposed infidelity. How could
Didn't that guy just
Othello
make a board
distrust him? What?
Didn't that guy just make a board game?
Othello?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
The game Othello? Go on.
Othello? I
Yeah.
think we're talking Shakespeare here, bud.
No, that's Thea.
If you believe that deceivers are colorful folk who mislead with elaborate lies and tall tales,
colorful. What do
you are
mean by
greatly mistaken. The best deceivers utilize a bland and inconspicuous font that calls no attention to themselves. They know that extravagant words and gestures immediately raise suspicion. Instead, they envelop their targets in the familiar, the banal, the harmless. Once you have lulled people's attention with the familiar, they will not notice the deception being perpetrated behind their backs. The grayer and more uniform the smoke in your smokescreen, the better it conceals your intentions. The simplest form of smokescreen is facial expression. Behind a bland, unreadable exterior, all sorts of mayhem can be planned without detection.
Only with poker.
This is a weapon that the most powerful men in history have learned to perfect. It was said that no one could read Franklin Delano Roosevelt's face. Baron James Rothschild made a lifelong practice of disguising his real thoughts behind bland smiles and nondescript looks. Hey, we got a Rothschild's reference here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You
Checks
know what
out.
that means.
Checks out.
You know what that means.
He read this book.
Yep.
Steal all the money and
Yeah. And then sink a
Make
ship.
people eat bugs.
Sink a ship with all your rivals
that's that
on it.
Bond villain from the the World Economic Forum. The guy who sounds like a Bond villain is like, you would have nothing.
Oh,
Charles Schwab.
yeah.
Schwab, yeah.
Yeah.
Even has a Schwab last name. It was like,
Yeah. Remember, it takes patience and humility to dull your brilliant colors, to put on the mask of the inconspicuous. Do not despair in having to wear such a bland mask. It is often your unreadability that draws people to you and makes you appear a person of power. Image. A sheep's skin. A sheep never marauds. A sheep never deceives. A sheep is magnificently dumb and docile. With a sheepskin on his back, a fox can pass right into the chicken coop. Authority. Have you ever heard of a skillful general who intends to surprise a citadel, announcing his plan to his enemy? Conceal your purpose and hide your progress. Do not disclose the extent of your designs until they cannot be opposed. Until the combat is over.
God, a lot of this makes sense, though. The sinister shit sucks, but there's a lot of other stuff in here that's fucking gold.
Well, I guess it really kind of turns into, like, you decide how to apply this book and the laws.
Word.
You know, like, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, you, like, ultimately...
You can go you can go the dark route, or you can go the light route, using the same type of fucking power.
That's right, dude. So it's the Force.
Right.
The 48 Laws of Power is the fucking Force.
I'm gonna end up going the in and out route.
Wait,
Which
is this
gonna go in one ear and
mitochondria?
out the other? I'm like, oh yeah. Whoops.
No, just in the first three laws.
I'm gonna go to work and
man.
outshine the master.
you're gonna literally do everything
Yeah.
opposite.
But like, yeah, fuck the laws of power.
Win the victory.
Let's see if they actually work.
Win the victory before you declare the war. In a word, imitate those warlike people whose designs are not known, except by the ravaged country through which they have passed.
No.
Mignon de Anclos, 1623 to 1706.
If you enjoy content like this, well, I'll tell you what. You're just going to want to follow us on YouTube, Patreon, and Rumble.